The viewer said, I don't fully understand what Copilot's purpose is and really the difference between Claude Code, Codex, etc. Because when you say Copilot will suggest this or that, when in reality, as shown in the video, it's just Copilot using Gemini's model to do the work. So my question would be, is there any difference in asking Copilot to do something using Sonnet 4.5 model or asking Claude directly, like in the browser? And to answer it properly, I want to revisit the diagram from that video and introduce a term you're going to hear more and more in the AI dev community called the harness. The viewer's question is really about the relationship between these two layers, the foundational models where your sonnets, your GPTs, your Gemini models live, and the AI applications layer where your Copilot, Claude Code, Cursor, and Codex CLI tools live. Here's the key insight. The foundational models is just the brain, the intelligence. But a brain just by itself? If you've ever watched Futurama, you might be familiar with the Head Museum, where heads of historical figures, including presidents, are kept alive in jars. They're still alive. They can think, they can talk, they have opinions, but they can't really do anything. They're just sitting there. If Nixon's head wants a glass of water, well, someone has to get that for him. That's kind of what a foundational model is without a harness. It's GPT's head in a jar. It's Sonnet's head in a jar. This is where the harness comes into play. A harness is a layer that wraps around the foundational model and gives it the ability to actually act. It's what turns a language model into an agent. So without a harness, you're just having a conversation with a really smart brain. And with the harness, now you've got a coding partner that can actually work on your code base. So is there any difference between asking Copilot or Cursor, Claude Code with Sonnet versus just asking Claude itself through the browser? And yes, it's a huge difference. The models are more interchangeable, but the harness is what shapes how you work. So to bring it all home, the model is the intelligence, but the harness is what turns that intelligence into an agent that can actually work on your code base.